thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It's Dizzle here. Oh boy, it's been a long day. So not only am I really sick, but I screwed up terribly bad. My mic was muted, so when I did this episode, there was no voice. So I'm gonna be kind of doing a voiceover, and I do apologize if you see things going on. I'm not reading them. I'm just reading off the gold and how much there is. But man, it's been a long day. So, basically, I'm explaining that we have a lot of harvest baskets. I'm wanting to do the event eventually, but I just want to get more gear first because I have like no gear, and just continue grinding. Oh man. For now on, I'm checking my headset to make sure the mic, the switch is not off. So, but it happens to the best of us. So, we're gonna be grinding a whole bunch, trying to get up to level as far as we can, so we can reset, get some more gold percent. Just grinding up gems. Now we're gonna be resetting right when we hit a boss that we just can't kill. And to where we don't have to sit there and grind. Like, if we have to sit there and grind to kill it, then we're not gonna do it. I throw a couple levels into Nayli to kind of get her leveled up, get her bonuses. Now, I ended up screwing up around like level 25. Just putting all my... Because I was talking, I was just putting all my gold and my click damage, and I think we ended up failing on the boss attempt first time, so we have to grind for like a tad bit. Like, it's like 30 seconds at the most, and then we were able to down it. I was talking about gems, how we're almost at 500 gems to buy a gold chest, which I'm pretty stoked about that. Hopefully we can get something pretty good. So I'm pretty excited for that. We're about to, I think we're going to unlock your Axel and Kalana here in a little bit. We're just kind of grinding through, killing all the bosses real quick. We throw 100 levels into Brunor. Slobber knocking these wolves, just beating them down. Man, I don't know what that is, if it's a wolf or I don't know. That thing's weird looking though. But yes, this is a voiceover, guys. So in case you weren't too sure, so I'll be saying things that don't look like what I'm saying in the actual video, or doing and saying things that I'm, the actions I'm performing is going to be totally different than what I'm saying. Click the birds, you get extra gold. I'm sure I've said that a million times by now. We're going to be working on formations. I talk a lot about the formations and stuff in this video, which sucks because it's good information. But it's alright, whenever I do the other episode, because I plan on doing 2 or 3 episodes today. Because, I've been sick and I just haven't been feeling it. Kind of rearranging the party a little bit. I'm not sure how I want in the front lines first. I know like Nayli and Tyrael are really the only tanks, but I don't really like having Nayli like in the front. I like her bonus to be affecting my 2 main DPS. I don't like her only affecting 1. And not only that, I can't heal her as well. So, I don't want to put her and Brunor together. That's just kind of silly when you want to use Brunor to help your main damage dealer. So, I think we're just going to throw whoever the highest level is in the front. Just have Celeste heal him. So we're just going to continue grinding. Throwing more levels in as we can see. My gold find is 443%, which isn't too bad. The gold find is important, but it's not that important. The reason being is because you want to have gear for your characters. Like, gold find is good, but let's say I just sat there and grinded a gold find, right? I grinded a bunch of gold find, and but I had no gear for my characters. So, well, that gold find isn't going to help us. Yeah, it'll help us get a bunch of levels, but we want gear. We want those bonuses from the gear. Um, I've said it in multiple videos. I got an epic item for one piece of my characters, man. Like, one epic item was like 275%. That's one item, guys, when you could wear 6 of them. So you really want those, because it's going to help you more, more beneficial than the gold find. The gold find will come into play eventually later down the lines because you're going to want more gold find to get upgrades because they're just going to cost a lot. But since Torm's Favor, I believe it's called now, doesn't increase DPS, we just want to, we want to get that gear. That gear is gonna help us proceed in the harder levels a lot faster than the gold find will. Gonna get Bruenor specialization. Increase the effect of rally, which I got. Look, check at the piece, show it that I have that piece for the rally ability. Increases the effect by 150%. So I'm really gonna stick to rally, which I always stick with rally anyways, because it's just too good of a formation or a specialization. I'm sorry. So we're gonna continue grinding. Got to get them birds, man. Extra gold. Continue grinding. I do apologize for this voiceover, guys. This is the first time I've ever had to do it. It's a lot easier to speak when you're actually playing the game than staring at something that you've already done. But you can also see those little rocks move. How you see them move a little bit. You can actually click those, and you'll get gold from them as well. So the formation we're going to be doing is we're going to be focused on humans races, and the reason why we're going to be focusing on human races is because early on you have a lot of humans. You have Minx, you have Celeste, you have Nayli. Hitch, if you have not unlocked Hitch, you unlock them through your email, guys. The code will get sent to you, and then you put the code into the shop. So that's how you get Hitch. Hitch is really good. He's a must-have champion. A must-have champion. So if you do not have a code for it, you need to either message the devs, or maybe you got missed out. Maybe there's only a few that's given, but I'm pretty sure whenever you start accounts, he's automatically given to you. I could be wrong. So we just owned level 20 boss. We got a bunch of gems. That's me just pointing out my gold percent. Binks is going to be your highest damage dealer in the beginning. He's going to carry you a lot. I actually think Hitch is better over on DPS because he's cheaper. So he's able to dish out more damage due to him being cheaper. But he's still not a bad character to use because of that cleave. That cleave attack is so good. Yeah, I can't explain how good it is. He's extremely effective, especially when the group starts stacking up a lot. You're gonna watch me start just putting a lot of upgrades in my click damage, and we're just gonna get owned by this boss. This boss is just gonna beat us down. I'm still gonna be sniffling and stuff, guys. Allergy season, it's owning me pretty bad. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to be putting out 2 more videos after this. Make sure my damn mic's on this time. Watch, I'm going to be recording this voiceover. My mic's still off. So this is going to be terrible if it is, because I'm pretty sure this is a pretty long video. It's not too bad. Actually it is. It's actually one of my longer videos. It's 25 minutes. So I want to keep them around to 15-20 minutes. If you want me to make them a little bit longer, I will, but I think 15-20 minutes is pretty suitable. So we're just going to keep it around 15-20 minutes. If you want me to start farming a little bit off camera, I will, but I'll save the chest so you can see me open the chest. I don't want to open any chest off camera because then people are going to think, oh, you bought, you know, you spent real life money to buy chests, you know, etc., etc. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do that. I'd rather y'all see me get the chest and stuff like that. Continue trucking along. Here we go. We're about to get owned by this level 25 boss. There I go, upgrading that click damage. Oh, I never had a hard time with this 25 boss. And I was like looking at it, I was like, man, we're not really doing that much damage. Here goes this big, I want to say that's a female wolf. And with long hair and stuff. I could be totally wrong, but I was like sitting there, I was like, man, I'm not doing any damage. So I start panicking. So I think, yeah, I do that ultimate. I'm like, what? And I start panicking, dump a whole bunch of levels on one person. I shouldn't have dumped all the levels in the Celeste. I should have dumped it in Naily because Naily's just getting raped. And I was like, oh darn. So I back right here because there's no way I was gonna kill that boss. So I grind like 2 minutes maybe. Just get a few levels in. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, no, well, not even 2 minutes. It was like 30 seconds, and I'm pretty sure I downed the boss here. Now, I'm not sure who the better tank is. I know Naily's really good. I prefer Tyrael. I really like Tyrael because, you know, I could use Naily as, you know, for her to buff my DPS. I know she has the effect for each enemy attacking her. She increases everyone's DPS by 50%, but for bosses, that's not gonna help you at all. Like it's not. I actually think she is better. Um, you know, just sitting back and buffing your team. Now I could see if you're grinding and you're having a hard time through like higher tiers, like you could throw her on the front to get beat on, so you could get a lot more DPS. Because if like 10 enemies are beating on her, that might be alright. It might you know, outperform her bonus, but I think her bonus is even better than that. So you'd have to really have a lot of enemies just kind of beating on her, and if you have that many enemies just beating on her, then your DPS really isn't that great then. So, but I haven't achieved that high level. The highest I beat is 115 now. So I've grinded up to level 119 now. So I'm kind of stuck on 119. So I just once I get up to 119, I attempt the boss one time, and then if I can't beat the boss, I just reset. There's no point in sitting there trying to grind it out, guys. Reset, get more chests, get more gems. Keep on trucking. Now, how I do upgrades, I remember now. I was explaining when to do upgrades. I kind of just like look, and if the upgrade is like 30 levels away, and it's pretty expensive, then I just don't mess with it. I just go to my older champions, and start upgrading them so I can get more benefits out of them. I messed up on your Laxel here in a little bit because I was thinking his gold percent is 75. It's not. His bonus gold percent level upgrades are 125, 175, and 275. And I think he has another one after like level 400. I think it's like 425, which that one's not obviously not going to be very worth it because your gold percent, like I have like 4.90, and I can't really afford that one efficiently. So what you're going to want to do is just get those first three when you get to a certain point of gold percent fine, and just get those. Now you're probably wondering, well, why do I want to use your Axel? Well, you're going to want him to be in your party as you're going through this journey, so you get that bonus gold find percent, so you can actually get more gold as you're going through, because I understand this is a long, tedious process, because it takes forever. Even if you have a bunch of gold find percent, it's still gonna take a while. Well, you'd rather just get more gold as you go through it. Now, whenever you get to the harder difficulties, you want to swap out him with a better DPS character. He's not bad DPS, but there's obviously just better characters. Like, I normally switch him out with Hitch, which I actually might switch that back. I might just put Hitch instead of Minx and have Hitch kind of carry me through, and then whenever your Axel is kind of failing, then I'll swap out your Axel with Minx to kind of help my team. Because, like I said, we're going to be doing the human build, focusing on humans. I kind of want to try, like, I messed around with a Makos build, which a Makos build isn't bad, but Makos, his upgrades are so expensive. I think you really gotta have a lot of good gear for Makos. And what the Makos build revolves around is gold find percent and just putting all your buffs into Makos. So the reason why it's why it's pretty good is because Makos is actually a pretty good damage dealer. Like, when he does get his upgrades, he gets like 300-400% damage increase, but his levels are like from 5 to 10, so it takes about 5 to 10 levels to get that upgrade, but they increase tremendously. Like, I think they cost a lot. And the reason why it's a pretty good build is, like I said, it goes off of gold find percent. Or not gold find percent, but it goes off, the more gold find percent you have, the better it is, because whenever Makos kills someone, he gets a bonus to the gold that gets dropped, which I think it starts at 100%. So whenever you kill someone, you get 100% bonus gold, and then there's an item that increases that effect, which I think on my main account I have it increased up to 150%. So that's 250% increased gold percent whenever you killed someone. So you want to have your Laxel, Makos, and maybe even Stokey in the build, just because you're gonna get a crap ton of extra gold. So that's a pretty interesting build. I don't think it dishes as much damage as like the human build does, but it's still a pretty viable build. And I think you'll have a lot more gold with that build in the long run. So it's not a bad build. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another build that I've kind of figured out. I think that's the only builds that you can really do. Tyrell, I don't think he's a very good DPS. He might be pretty good, but his buff is kind of because he heals. It's weird. He does a crap ton of damage, but he heals. But if he's around people, they don't get a better DPS bonus. It's really weird. I don't know. I'd have to explain it whenever we come to that point. But I would say the two builds you want to do is either the human build at the start or the Makos build. I feel like the Makos build is just too expensive early on, so I'd probably stick to the human build. But if you get some good gear for Makos, then I would definitely go towards the Makos build. So I think that'll help you a lot. Plus, you'll get a lot more gold find percent when you do your runs. Like right here, how you can go with tieflings and firebolt and dragons. That's how you do the Makos build. Because I believe I forgot what race Makos is. I think he's firebolt. I kind of want to try a Dwarven build, but I don't think it's gonna be very effective. The Dwarven Elf build, it sounds really, really interesting, but there's really not that many elves. You got Clonopy, which he's half elf. You got the only dwarf, which is Brunor, and then you got Delana, or I can't say her name, Delilah, or I can't say her name. So I kind of want to try that build just to see how it works. It sounds really interesting, but I just don't think it'll dish out that much damage. I think you would have to focus more on Delana, and she's just not. Her upgrade distance is insane. Like when you get up to like, oh, we got a silver chest. I forgot about that. Like when you get her up to a certain point, it costs like 50 levels to get her 100% extra DPS, which is not worth it. That's not worth it at all, guys. That's why I don't think she's a very good character. I think that what they need to do is if they want to make her into a DPS character, then they need to shorten the levels and give her more damage, base damage, to make her better. Because Hitch is just, he's probably about 10 times better than her. It's kind of silly. So we're gonna keep on trucking. We stop at, I believe, after the level 40 boss. I could be wrong. Maybe it was 45. But I think it's... This is where I'm trying to figure out where our highest progress was. I was like, oh man, I can't find it. Because I was just going through it too fast. And I just wanted to kind of get it quick. And then I go through here and I was like, oh yeah, this is only for that vent. And then I go back to it, trying to find it. I do eventually find it, but... takes me a little bit. There it is right there. Double completionist. So I totally skim over it. Totally miss it. Now, it says find a shiny or better. Okay, I still don't have that achievement on my main account. So is there better pieces of gear than just epics? I don't know. That would be pretty interesting. I have yet to see a shiny or whatever it's called. Like I know when you get an epic, it kind of glows in the center when you hover over it, but that was about it. But I'm kind of curious. So hopefully we find out what a shiny is. I have yet to get a shiny on my main account, but I'm definitely curious on what that is. Keep on going. I still think Minx's passive does need to be buffed a little bit. I think because having 5 different separate enemies, it's definitely hit or miss. I feel like if you combined like 2 or 3 of them and make it lesser, it's not so hit or miss. I said that on my guide. I still think Minx is a really good character, and this is why I only farm the Beast Intentions free play mode, is because there's so many beasts and a lot of the levels are just beasts, so that's why I like to farm that, so you get the beast for a specialization for it. Keep on going. You guys have big old hammers just charging at you. We do have Hitch. I know one of my videos, I unlocked Hitch and it for some reason it wasn't letting me swap to it. So whenever we started this run, I guess it registered or something. I don't know. But Hitch is really good. He blows Delana out of the water. I start going over I believe specializations for Clonopy. I was talking about her shield. Her shield really isn't very good. The reason why I say that is because you want her to support your damage. So you want her to buff your damage, but the shield would be good for a tank, but you can't reach the tank. So you either position her to help the tank or you position her to help your DPS. Which usually the tanks are pretty beefy as it is. I don't think you really need the shield for the tanks, but like let's say you did want to do something like that, it's just not very efficient. Yeah, we're gonna rock this level 40 boss. Yeah, we stop after the 40 boss, I believe. But you can see like how these are just mostly boars and stuff. Like you got a few humanoids right there, but the passive for minks is just really good on farming this mode right here. The free play mode on Beast Intentions. I definitely recommend this one to be your farm one. Throw an ult, yeah. We actually got to use all of our ults, I believe, to kill this. No, most of them. Actually, I think I use all of them. Okay, well, we own them. I do apologize for this, guys. I appreciate you watching this video. Please click the hell out of that like button or dislike button. And I want to thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys on the next video. And hopefully I don't script audio, guys.